good sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hometown Cable High School basketball action. It's Wild Bill Chase in beautiful downtown Ellenburg corners with the Northern Adirondack Bobcats varsity basketball team, varsity boys that is about to play host to the Lake Placid Bombers. Just Dustin Relation doing the introduction. Number 21, Barney. Ian Smith, number 23. These are the starters for the Bombers. Derek Marshall, number 35.
Number 11,
Hogan Burney, number 11.
And number 24, Ryan Malone.
Ryan Malone is number 24, the 5 starters.
And now for our very own Northern Adirondack Bobcats.
Now we're going to introduce
number 15, Zach Welch.
Zach Welch, number 15.
Number 20, Donnie Laporte.
Donnie Laporte, number 20.
Number 24,
Jeremy Scott, number 24. Danny Myers.
And number 21, Josh McNeil.
Josh McNeil is the other starter.
Would you please rise for the singing of our national parade?
Someone's singing the national anthem. It was cutting in and out on Mr. Relation, one of the cheerleaders.
Rosie, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets clear, the bombs bursting in and gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Fine job done by one of the varsity cheerleaders. Wild Bill Chase will be back with the opening tip-off as we got through with the preliminaries here on Saturday afternoon basketball on Hometown Cable. Okay, we're getting set here. Tip it off, Saturday afternoon basketball on Hometown Cable, your ultimate high school sports network. Once again, Wild Bill Chase, also known in some circles, Big Bad Bill. Zach Welch trying to start things off, but that's number 23, Smith, coming down with the rebound. Where Lake Placid is, Welch's first initial shot was a little bit short. Bobcats come into tonight's contest at a 6-7 record. Started out the season at 0-4. The last 9 games, they have won 6 and lost 3. If they win this game, they'll even up at 500 for the first time this year. McNeil from the outside, that doesn't go. Jeremy Scott gets a hand on it, able to tip it to Laporte. Laporte drives to the hoop, grabs his own rebound, pulls it back out. Get a new shot clock here for the Cats. Welch drives to his left, kicks it off to Scott. Scott has to move it back to Welch. Welch looks to swing it over here to Laporte. Laporte pops a jump shot. That rattles in and out. Number 24, Malone, pulls down a rebound. Bobcats have won 3 in a row, I believe. They've beaten Saranac Lake, Moriah, and Sable. Yep, they are coming in only 1 game under 500. This is the 14th game of the year. Regular season, that is. Welch gets nailed, not quite sure by who. 2-4. That'll be Malone committing the foul. Welch actually drew the foul. 6:33 on the clock, and we have yet had a point put up by either team. Welch starts off the scoring, 1-0. We had a big game, I guess, against Moriah on Thursday. Unfortunately, Hometown Cable was not here. due to the class I am taking on Thursday nights, I could only stay and watch the JV game, and I didn't tape that game, and JV team has won 3 in a row. Bobcats here looking to make it 4 in a row streak. Not quite sure where that puts them. Malone with the ball, goes to Smith, but Welch saw that coming, got a hand on it, runs outside, goes up the wall a little bit in the hallway. He's back in the gymnasium though. In the Northern Adirondack Gymnasium, Bobcats in their home uniforms, gold jerseys, gold shorts with green and white trim. Laporte creating some defensive havoc, and Welch slides in there, ends up clipping number 21 Barney, and that's a foul. Laporte and Welch, also known as the dynamic duo. They set the tone here for the Cats. There's Scott getting down on the floor, and then a turnover. I don't think Lake Placid Blue Bombers, that is, have got a shot off yet. Welch with the ball. It's a 2-0. He gives to Laporte. Laporte drives, finds Scott wide open, and he makes the basket. Laporte moving around 2 defenders, finding the wide open Jeremy Scott. He lays it up and in, and it's a 4-0 game. Bobcats. Oh, there's Laporte stealing that away from Barney. He lays it up and in. Laporte with his speed and quickness is a very hard to handle player. I mean, you got to fend him off when you're on offense. And then when he's on defense, you've got to match his speed and quickness. I mean, when he's on offense. 3-pointer. That's short. Rebounded by Barney. Somebody's on the floor. Not quite sure what happened. It's Zach Welch. Coach Recor. That's Mike Recor coming out to see what's up with Mr. Welch. No. Did something to an ankle. He gingerly came off. They're going to take him back into the locker room. Put a little bit more weight on it, but when they initially got up, didn't put a lot of weight on it. In the game for him is Kyle Brassard. So the Bobcats without one of their leading players and captain, Zach Welch. Better known as Batman of the dynamic duo. And Laporte, he plays the part of Robin. Laporte, 3-pointer. It's good. Makes it a 9-0 game. Laporte has scored the last 5 points for the Bobcats. Barney with the ball. Barney across the timeline. Barney trying to make sure Laporte don't get a hand on it. He dishes off to Smith. They swing it around. They try to go down low to Smith. He kicks it back out. Jeremy Scott, he's been getting his hands in the passing lanes, doing a nice job. Scott helps create another turnover. 9-0, the Bobcats. Last time I seen the Bobcats play, they started off the first quarter with a 22-0 lead. That's off the mark. Laporte need a little bit more air underneath that one. Sort of a line drive 3-pointer. Malone with the ball. Malone finds Bernie. They go down low. Quick turnaround jump shot from Smith. Doesn't go. Jeremy Scott grabs the rebound. Danny LeClaire waiting to come in for the Bobcats. Brassard goes low to Scott. Scott doesn't get the roll. Rolls off to the left of the basket. Scores 9-0. Barney looking. Oh, that hits Danny Myers right in the head, and he was in the passing lane. Smith trying to find his teammate. Laporte drives to the hoop. He's fouled. Jared Marshall. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout. 2:51 on the clock. Cats up 9-1. Cats are up 9-0. I think I said 9-1. Josh McNeil is out. Laporte's on the line. Diane LeClaire in the game. Mr. Greg Dumas, who was attending to Zach Welch. Greg is the head coach of the JV team. Back in the locker room. He's back on the bench, so maybe we're going to see Mr. Welch back and ready to play. So he works out that twist of it. LeClaire grabs a rebound. He gets tied up. Jump ball called. Got to go right back up with that, Danny. Use that brawn you got. That built. Muscle your way back up. Scott now picking up Barney. Kick it back to Smith. Smith three-pointer. That's off the mark, but the rebound by Bernie. He's fouled. That's a hard foul. Well, that was Marshall, actually. Excuse me. We'll get their names down. Time we do. It's usually in the second half. First quarter action here. Hometown Cable Basketball, your ultimate high school sports network in Clinton County. Marshall on the line. Again, scores the first point for the Blue Bombers. Blue Bombers are coached by Roger Cantana or something like that. Cantana. Officials, we got Hometown Cable viewer out there officiating. Lives right in Hometown Cable land in Champlain, New York. Andy Morelli works over there at Barcombs. Scott fouled. Fouls on 2-1. That would be Barney. Scott's on the line with 2:18. Andy Morelli is officiating, and I'm not quite sure who the other guy is. I'm not as familiar as I used to be with the names of the officials. Some of these guys, well, they were at JV level. Now they're moving up and doing some varsity games. Scott makes it 10-1. Well, before we get into too much farther into this game, I got to make a comment. I'll tell you what, folks, if you come in here before the game to get yourself all comfortable here in Northern Adirondack, they play the music loud. So I just want to forewarn all you folks. They need to turn it down, I think. They play it too loud. The acoustics in here, or maybe it's the bass or something, it pounds your head. We watched Lake Placid with the ball. And it's 15 minutes of warm-up, so that ball's knocked out of the hands of, actually, Lake Placid player turned his head, went off his head and out of bounds. He's looking the other way. Well, Jeremy Scott, that looked like number 12, knew who was there, that Spore. And he dropped the shoulder a little bit, it appeared to me. I don't know. Scott went down. Smith with the ball. Foul on Laporte. That's 2 on him. Welch still trying to work it out over there. 1:39 on the clock. 2 on number 20. Myers. Yeah, the foul is on 12 for Northern Adirondack, Lake Placid. Spore, a little physical out there for a little guy. Number 22 was in the game. I'm just calling him Vince. He's got a long last name. There's Welch, he's back in the contest. Pulls up, jump shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Smith, number 23, Ian Smith. A good position underneath. He grabs the defensive rebound. Welch looked like he was in a lot of pain, but he appears to be pretty fully recovered, and I don't see no brace or anything kind of support there. Just worked it out. Wow. Bernie, what a nice play to as he was trying. Danny Myers was trying to box him out. I don't know, not box him out. What's that called? Shielding him from the ball, hoping it was going to go out of bounds. Danny LeClaire, that's one you got to let go. Actually, got to put a body on that Mr. Malone so he doesn't able to grab that rebound. He was right there, puts it up and in, and then he's fouled by LeClaire. Well, we were talking about that great play by Bernie, number 11. He's being shielded from the ball by Myers as he was wanting it to go out of bounds, so it'd be NAC ball, but Bernie reached over, tapped that ball, and it actually ended up hitting Myers before going out of bounds. Number 14, Kyle Brassard, draws the foul. We got 54 seconds left. The whistle here in the late goings of this first quarter has been blown a lot. We got a timeout called by Lake Placid with 54 seconds. It's a 10-3 ball game, NAC. It's Marshall on the line. He was fouled by Brassard. 5 team fouls now on the Bobcats. 14 fouls on Lake Placid in the first quarter. Marshall cuts the lead in half. That basket. It's a 10-5 ball game. Bobcats quickly move it up the floor. Brassard. There's 3 cats there. Welch, 3-point attempt. That's off the mark. Loose ball picked up by Myers. And then hit another rim or nothing, so the shot clock doesn't get reset. That's short. Brassard ends up saving it, but right into the hands of Lake Placid. Bobcats getting a little sloppy here. Shot clock is back on. Oh, it's out right now. Josh McNeil in the right place at the right time, but shot clock is out. I don't know if anybody realizes it. I do. Foul called on the floor. 4 seconds left. Well, that's why the shot clock went out. Time was running out in the quarter. There we go. Oh my God. 10-5 is the score. Bobcats were up by 9-0 at one time. And that's where we stand after one complete quarter, 10-5. NAC starts the second quarter with possession. Welch, Myers, Brassard, McNeil, and Scott out there. Laporte is on the bench right now. Welch moves to his left, dumps it down low. There's Scott, and in the nice pass from Welch, he converts. We got Barney out there, Smith, Marshall, Vince, and Malone for the Blue Bombers. Brassard raising some havoc on defense. Brassard's got some long, spidey arms you got to contend with. Long, lanky arms and lanky body. Welch gets to Myers. Myers does a little Toyota shuffle. Travel call. 12-5 is the score. Nonchalantly catches well, what I was about to say is that Brassard catches Chris Barney acting a little nonchalant on an inbound play, and he stole the ball away, and then Brassard almost threw it away himself, but now the Bobcats got the ball back. Welch to Myers. Myers, 3-pointer. But it's only going to be 2. His foot was on the line. Barney almost lost it again. There's a travel, it looked like. Marshall, a little shake and bake move himself there. You almost see Brassard, his hand seems to be part of that offensive player's body. It's right in there. That shot doesn't go for the Blue Bombers. Welch pulls down the rebound. He's got Scott. Scott left-handed, scores. Nice assist there from Zach Batman Welch. Gets it to Jeremy Scott. Jesse the Body DeBray going to come in for the first time. He was moved up to varsity a couple games ago. His initial game, he got 12 points against Sable. Nice pass down low to Marshall. The Cats seem to be swarming here, but a little 2-4 goal. I guess the foul is on Jeremy Scott. Jesse DeBray comes in to replaces Scott. 16-5 is the Cats. Had a 10-5 lead at the end of the first quarter. We open up this second quarter. A 6-0 run so far. Welch. Great anticipation there. Running up the wall. I guess he's all right. Probably needed a break. Rolled around in pain. Looks like he's taking them all out. Give Lake Placid a little hope there maybe and say, oh, wow, got their captain down, one of the stars of the team. Myers. Myers dishing it out. There's 4. A couple of heavyweights. Foul, I guess, is against Myers. And then that puts Blue Bombers on the line shooting the 1-and-1. Spore out there a second time. The first time out there, he created a little physical havoc himself. Knocked over Jeremy Scott. Ball saved. Thrown right into the hands of Jesse DeBray. Brassard. Welch pulls up, jump shot, doesn't go, gets his own rebound, kisses it off the glass, and all in one motion, getting the rebound before his feet hit the ground. He let that ball back up there, sinks it off the glass. Nice play. Smith's shot doesn't go. Barney draws the foul. He's tussling with the Brassard and Myers over there on the weak side. Report returns. Brassard's second. That's the 8th team foul against the Bobcats. The ball is up in the air a lot here today, it seems like. It's a free ball and the free-for-all for it. Nice pass inside to DeBray. DeBray doing all he can to handle it. He loses it. Malone picks up the loose ball, gives it to his teammate Barney. Blue Bombers on the attack. They're down by 13 now, 18-5. Cats on an 8-0 run. Marshall trying to work around DeBray. Goes down low to Malone. Malone has to kick it out to Barney. Barney pops the jump shot. That's off the mark. Marshall somehow gets the ball, puts it up and in. DeBray had the position, but he got the nice Marshall. The ball bounced his way, so to speak. Welch. They swing it down to DeBray. DeBray moves to his right, pops a shot. DeBray, he looked confident down there. I'm a little short, but from a coach's standpoint, you got to look the way he attacked the basket there. Spore throws it over. Malone runs it down. This is, I don't know, it seems to be an awful physical game. The officials have called That's high off the glass. I don't know if it was Spoor or Smith. Falls in. 18-9 game. Laporte wiggles his way through 4 Blue Bombers, gets tripped up. He's holding his ankle. Welch taking the shot. Nails the 3. Hits that 3. Laporte passing that ball to Welch. Barney now. Welch thought he might get there in time, but he didn't. The ball's off the backboard into the hands of Scott. LeClaire goes back to Laporte. Laporte pulls it back out, and they set the offense up. Welch wide open in the corner. That's 2 in a row. That's a timeout called by the coach from the Blue Bombers with 2:32 on the clock. 24-9. Welch hitting 2 3-pointers. Gives the Bobcats a 15-point lead. Welch appearing to have his feet planted, and young Jared Marshall throwing his body at it, and that's what also appeared into Welch. They call him a blocking foul, his second of the night. Bobcats quickly move it. Oh, I guess it was Jeremy Scott. Oh, Welch. Oh, Welch with 3 in a row. I thought it was Welch down there, but I guess it was Jeremy Scott. It was number 24, his second foul. But he definitely had his feet planted, and I should have been offensive if anything. Zach Welch scored the last 9 points for the Bobcats. He's hit 3 3-pointers. They are up 27-10. It's a 17-point lead. A little physical activity off the ball. 1-1. That's Bernie. We should be going down to shoot 1-1. It's a rather physical first half we've got going. 1:51 on the clock. We're down the other end, 1-1. Oh, we've had 16 fouls called, 9 against the Bobcats, 7 now against NAC or Blue Bombers. Myers makes the front end of the 1-1. He'll get another shot. It's a 28-10 game. Well, the fans here said it's a low. Seems to be a low-scoring first half. In particular for the Blue Bombers. That's out of bounds. I believe it's off, and Scott. I say part of the reason it's not a lot of scoring. These guys are spending a lot of time bumping and grinding and grabbing and tussling around out here. There's some contact made by, I think that's Marshall. No, it's Barney. We're going down to shoot some more foul shots. Spoor is out there. Kyle Spoor coming back in for the Blue Bombers. Laporte is on the line to shoot the 1-1 as he was involved in a major collision with number 21, Chris Barney. That's his third foul, so I imagine he's out of the game right now. And I believe he's their ball handler. That runs the offense, and Laporte makes it a 30-10 game. Cats up by 20. Cats with a big lead, looking to even their record at 7-7 in the CVAC. Next week they got a couple tough games. As we watch Laporte steal it away. Welch running up ahead of him. He dishes it up, and Welch scores. Pretty solid team effort here by the Bobcats. Welch and Laporte getting their points. And but everybody else is contributing. Especially Jeremy Scott. He's doing all the little things. Hustling plays it out there for the Bobcats. Holden Collins is coming in. So isn't Jesse the Body DeBray. 1:02 on the clock, left and a half. Fouls on Danny Myers, as we've seen a few times. Mr. Myers throw his weight around out there in this half. It's his second, team 10th. Myers and I believe Jeremy Scott are out. 1 minute exactly left. 32-10 is the score. Laporte, he went around Welch, feeling it. Oh, that was a little short. DeBray with a nice hustle play there. Go to Welch. Welch down low to Leclerc. Leclerc can't convert. Not quite sure. He's grabbing his ankle. He's got tape on the ankle he's grabbing. Oh, DeBray throws the man off. Well, we're here in NAC. NAC is wrestling the Lake Placid Bombers. Didn't know they had a wrestling team, but oh, wait a minute, basketball game just broke out. It's a 32-10 score. We just seen Jesse the Body DeBray throw, I think it was Spore off him. They were battling for the ball there, and the official. I mean, that contact there should have been a foul, and coach for Lake Placid was palms up, wanting to know what's going on. Number 20, Hanson, Logan Hanson, sinks a jump shot in the corner. 12, 10. They're gonna Welch. Nope. Holden Collins trying to work his way through the pack. Holden, you had to put you back up when you had your chance, buddy. 3 seconds left. 32-12, 20-point lead. Going for the touchdown play. That's going to be the Bobcat ball back underneath. Because it doesn't touch anybody, it goes right out of bounds, so we're going back the other end. Cats got a chance to get a shot off here. Laporte. That's good. He kisses it off the glass. 35-12. I didn't fear Laporte getting it off just before the horn. And the Cats with a very good first half have a commanding 23-point lead. Wild Bill Chase, sometimes known as Big Bad Bill, here for Hometown Cable. We'll be back with the second half action after the teams get a break. Okay, we're about ready to get it underway here. Second half action. NAC hosting Lake Placid. CBAC high school basketball here on Hometown Cable. Wild Bill Chase doing the play-by-play and the camera work at the same time. Sometimes can be a little tricky. Apologize. A shot or two might be out of whack due to the fact that, you know, sometimes my left hand is moving and my right hand moving in the wrong direction. Right hand holding the camera, that is. Cats were led in that first half by Zach Welch. He had 15 points. Donnie Laporte pitching in with 10. High scorer for Lake Placid was Marshall with 5. It's a 35-12 game. First shot by the Bobcats doesn't go down. Marshall pulls down the rebound. Marshall looks like Smith, Barney, Malone, and Bernie, the starters, come out for the Blue Bombers. Bobcats, they return their starting five with Jeremy Scott, Laporte, Welch, McNeil, and Myers. Turnover. Welch dishes to Laporte. Laporte with the left hand makes it a 37-12 game. Well, I've had a few people tell me that I missed a real good game Thursday night due to the class I'm taking in Chateauguay. I was only here for the JV game, only watched it. Didn't tape that game. And so I missed a good one. Be able to put on Hometown Cable. Cats prevailed over Mariah, a team that had previously beaten them. So the Cats and Mariah, they split in their regular season as Jeremy Scott makes a nice move to the hoop and scores. both winning on their home courts. Just according to the paper, the Cats had a little outburst in the third, opened up the third quarter, and that helped them to go on to victory. Myers, foul is on him. That's going to be his third. The Bobcats did have 5 people with 2 fouls, and Myers was one of them. Now he's up to 3, so he'll go to the bench with 6:29 on the clock here in the second half, and start the second half, third quarter that is. Cats can hang on here. They're going to have a 7-7 record. Will mean in their last 10 games, they'll have won 7 and lost 3. They started out the regular season on an 0-4. And Scott again. Scott. He must be close to double figures. Brassard works his way through the pick. Able to still guard Barty. Well, excuse me, folks. Oh, a yawn there. Had an early morning. I worked a 5-to-1 shift at Bear Hill. Able to get here in time to... Wow, nice shot there by Bernie, number 11. Opens the scoring in this half for Lake Placid. Able to get here in time to record the game for you folks. Watch Hometown Cable on a regular basis. Remember, Hometown Cable not only covers high school sports, it covers a lot of local events, things that are going on in the government, business world, along with the sporting world. A lot of human interest stories are put on. It's Calvin Castine heading up Hometown Cable. He has Gordy Little there they do a program together. And he's not afraid he doesn't restrict himself just staying in the Champlain, Moores, Rouse's Point area. Ball's tipped away. He'll go throughout the North Country here to cover a story. Laporte shot. And I've been doing this and helping out with him for, well, a lot of years now, and I don't mind doing it. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it myself. Some people, though, don't like some of the comments I have to make, but remember, a lot of the stuff is said in fun, and you know when I'm serious. What a pass there from Laporte to Welch. Oh, we were right here with a great angle on that. Rewind it, folks. You should be recording this game just for that pass alone. How he threaded the needle there, so to speak. 3-pointer from downtown by Ian Smith. And sometimes I do get carried away with comments. But remember, not necessarily the views of Hometown Cable and Calvin Castine when it comes out of my mouth. We got subs coming in for the Cats. Well, the Cats, if they want to keep their win streak going, they got a tough contest coming up next Wednesday. They have to travel down to Ticonderoga. I believe a team they've already lost to here on their home court. Then they follow up that game with a game against PHS next Saturday, Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. You can call me sweetheart, for I love you. Little Valentine song. Won't you whisper to me that you love me too? Holden Collins trying to hit one from downtown. Number 50's in the contest. Jim Veeney for Lake Placid. He come down with that rebound. Jesse DeBray, Holden Collins, both in the contest. DeBray moved up from the JV squad after posting 37 points against Seton in an overtime loss down at Seton. Laporte drives. McNeil kicks back out to Collins. Collins goes to Laporte. Brassard steps back. Laporte from 3-point. That's in and out. Got a little more air under it. Nice rebound. DeBray. What a play there by Jesse DeBray. Catch and shoot with his feet up in the air. Seen Welch do that earlier, I think, in the game. The Cats finish up the regular season after they play PHS on Valentine's Day. They have to travel to Beatmantown, and then their last game of the year is a home game, be it senior night, and against AuSable. So my predictions is they're going to finish at 9-9, which is pretty respectable when you're starting out at 0-4. Down low. DeBray, I believe there was contact, no foul called. A lot of fouls in the first half, and we've only had one here called so far in the second. Smith from downtown, he's hit one, now he's hit two. It's a 45-22 ball game. Saturday afternoon basketball here, Hometown Cable. It's February 7th, the year's 2004. We've warmed up a little bit. We got a little freezing drizzle. Laporte, one of the few times we've seen him try to force one. Behind the back, a little travel called as Marshall. I got a behind the back play, take a couple steps while I'm at it. Trick. Marshall, he comes out. Brian Malone replaces him. Brassard waiting patiently to get the ball from Morelli. 45-22. I tell you, starting to warm up. The days are longer. Sun doesn't set until I think around 5:30 now, which is good. Get through this short month and we'll be into March, and before you know it, spring and baseball and all that is going to start. Nice little thing in the Sports Illustrated this week from Derek Jeter, New York Yankees shortstop, writing about his hometown, Kalamazoo, Michigan. About playing ball there in the springtime. Get pretty much similar weather here that we get the high school sports have to play in. Collins, he's there to foul. Yep. Bernie on the line after being fouled. 42 seconds left. Collins picking up his first foul of the night. Second team foul for the Bobcats this half. It's 45-23. Cats quickly. They move the ball up the court quickly. Collins goes to McNeil. McNeil to Laporte. Laporte watched by Spohr. Spohr not afraid to be physical. On ball. Loose ball picked up by number 11, Bernie. Jesse DeBray looked like he had a clean block, but they're going to call a foul, and somebody's going to the line. Brian Malone on the line. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. JV team prevailed in the earlier contest. Was unable to be here. Game started at 11. Stole away by Marshall. He almost threw it right away back into the NAC hands, but then he able to actually end up with the steal. Spohr throws it up. Doesn't go. It's completely over the top of the net and everything. 45-25. 20-point lead here after 3 complete quarters. Well, it looks like Jim Supley sitting over there with it's either Doug Alexander or Nate Rock. They're in the box seats. Only box seats here at NAC, and not quite sure how much they cost to actually get those seats. Supley plays for the JV team. Had 12 points, I guess, today, and just happens to be my nephew. So, of course, we got to mention that. You know, it's one of the perks of the job here, you know, doing the game. We get to mention the relatives. People, my earlier days, say all I did was talk about my kids. Well, hey, you're me or anybody doing this stuff, and your kids are playing. I'm going, well, who are you going to talk about? Well, you're going to talk about the kids you know. Who better do you know than your own kids? Smith sticks his head in the belly of LeClaire, then pops a shot, and now we got a foul, and Marshall is underneath on the putback, fouled by Jeremy Scott. Well, speaking of the JV team, if we watch Marshall make it a 45-26 game, a couple of modified players got moved up today. And we should mention their names. Ben Fivison and Tyler Brassard moved up from modified to play JV ball. Marks came out last week, report cards that is, and I think some of the JV team lost a couple players. Scott, I don't know who the foul is. It's on the floor or what. And I believe the JV Squares cheering squad lost a few members too. You know, NAC has a strict rule. If you fail two, you're out until the next marking period. It's 10 weeks long each marking period, so it only behooves you to maintain your grades, and all the classes do all the work. And in high school, it's pretty much just, you know, going to class, doing the homework, paying attention, and you don't have to be a brainiac. Just got to work hard. LeClaire working hard, gets it out to Collins. Collins finds Welch. Welch pops the shot, scores. Got to be up close to 20 points now. He had 15 after the half. Well, I see that. Who's sitting over there with Jim Supley? It's got to be Nate Rock. I just seen Doug Alexander down below to my left. Welch almost with a steal. Smith. He draws the foul. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's going to call offensive. Well, Mr. Smith, he got 2 fouls out of that. He just was teed by referee Morelli. I don't know what he said to him, but Bobcats will now have somebody come to the foul line to shoot a couple foul shots, and then they'll get possession of the ball. They were going to have possession anyways. That'll be 4 team fouls. No, 2 on Welch makes the first one. 2 team fouls now called against the Bombers here in this half. And now at 6:35 on the clock, it's a 49-26 ball game. Jeremy Scott out there. Some of the reserves for NAC. Brassard, Clark now, Josh Clark, Holden Collins, Danny LeClaire. Brassard with a strong move to the hoop, doesn't score. LeClaire, he gets the ball on puts it back up and in. Brassard looking good there on that move to the basket. LeClaire, he looks strong on the finishing up that play. Driving to the hoop was Smith. No, that's Barney. 21's Barney. Barney, he was in foul trouble. He's got 3 fouls. Well, we're in the late going in the 4th quarter. Down about 5.5 minutes left. Foul. LeClaire contesting the shot from Kyle Spore, he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Spore toes up to the line. Rattles in and out. Sub coming in for it's number 20, Logan Hanson. He replaces Brian Malone. For a while, I didn't think this game might get played today because last 24 hours of weather, we've had some freezing rain, drizzle, that type of thing. It was 33 degrees last night, about 10 o'clock when I went to bed. 31 this morning when I woke up, about 3:20. Nice shot. Nice job by Clark to box out the Blue Bomber player, and then he pulls down the rebound. Josh Clark kicks it down low to Scott. Scott has 2 defenders on him, ends up losing the ball to Marshall. Brassard almost steals the ball away. Holden Collins, he ends up stealing the ball back, but then gets knocked out of bounds, but the Bobcats maintain possession. Danny Myers comes in for Brassard. Brassard really working hard out there. 5:08 on the clock. Well, the dynamic duo is probably going to be watching the remainder of this contest from the bench. That's not a bad thing. Welch probably about what a nice pass. Lob from Jesse DeBray down low to LeClaire, and LeClaire converts. Well, she twisted his ankle a little bit so he could rest it. Big week next week. Ticonderoga and PHS. Cats well on their way to their 4th victory in a row. Going to end up with a 7-7 CVAC record after 14 games and an 18-game schedule. Foul called. 4:33 on the clock. Fouls on number 12. For the Blue Bombers, that's Spore. Far. Spore's there, steps in front of Myers. He gives it to Vince, number 22. They go down low to Hogan. Hogan, he was open. Then an off-balance shot, he scores. I'm gonna watch my feet here. Far. I'd like the crowd here, like to see him drop in a 3-pointer if they could. Okay, see, this is where I'm standing. It's my foot. Move it over too far to my right, I'm going to be going down on my head, camera and all. I feel the outside of that there just a minute ago. Beanie in the game. Barney drives, reverse layup. Nice play there by Chris Barney. 53-31. Cats. Hometown Cable, your ultimate high school sports network, bringing you Bobcat basketball here today. Myers from the outside. McNeil taps that ball into the hands of his teammate. Bobcats maintain possession. Collins swings it back over to Myers. Clark almost lost it. Gets it to Myers. Whew. Tough pass to handle. He does. There's a reach by Marshall. 3:04 stops the clock. Timeout. 53-31 Bobcats. Okay, well, we were zooming in on the box seat guys, Supley and Rock. There was a cheer going on. Well, it says his foot's on the line. Over and back, they're calling that. There's a cheer going on, and a lot going on in that cheer. You had someone doing some backflips in the front part of the cheer, and they were throwing another one up in the air. And we got another over and back called. I'll take that over and back, and I'll give you an over and back to you. DeBray, strong to the hoop. Oh, McNeil mistimed that. We got a little extra bounce up there on the rim. Passes to Logan Hanson, or Hogan Hanson. It's Logan. Five team fouls, no, 6 now on the Bobcats. 4 on Lake Placid. That was Jared Marshall getting wide open underneath on the inbound play. He scores. It's a 20-point game, 53-33. Foul is on Danny Myers. Well, one thing about Mr. Morelli being a little consistent there, seeing the offensive players make the initial contact, and he's calling those fouls. One of the coaches for Placid wanting to know why it's not a 1-on-1. I don't know. Can you get a 1-on-1 situation on an offensive foul? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe that's the rule. Chris Barney, nice move to the hoop. Pops a jump shot, scores. Collins, the long bomb to McNeil. McNeil tries to go to inside to DeBray, cutting to the hoop, but it's knocked out of bounds. 2:12 on the clock. Looks like Danny LeClaire over there's got a shoe off, and maybe he's got some ice on an ankle. The injury report was, I don't know if the Bobcats didn't know if they're going to be down a few players this week. Had some problems during practice. Hanson running the floor. He scores. Nice pass there to Collins. Ooh. Collins with some hang time that time. Ooh, sliding through there. Oh. Underhand shot doesn't go, and then DeBray almost on the putback. He can't convert. We're down the other end. Collins tying up Logan Hanson. Jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of the Cats. 1:29 on the clock. Cats well on their way to another victory here. Hometown Cable bringing you all the action. Collins finding McNeil wide open. McNeil driving. A little bit too strong. Jesse DeBray not strong enough, but fouled in the process, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Jesse DeBray, 1:22 on the clock. Cats up by 16, 53-37. Doesn't hit either one of those foul shots. Barney with the ball. Pretty sure the first contest between these two up in Lake Placid was much closer. Cats now will have 2 wins against Lake Placid. They're in Section 7 Class C. Those playoffs start after the regular season. Also in the Class C with NAC is Seton, who's ranked 4th currently in the state. They're undefeated. Good Ticonderoga. You got to throw in Tupper Lake, Sable, NAC, and Lake Placid. I don't know what that whistle's all about. 49 seconds, down under a minute. Oh, that's the same inbound play. Oh, this time Marshall doesn't convert. He's fouled from behind. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. So we count them up. We got Tupper Lake, NAC, Ticonderoga. That's 3. Seton's 4. Lake Placid's 5. Sable's 6. Got 6 Class C teams here. It'll be normally the way it works is the top 2 teams will get to play. They'll get a first round bye, and then 3 play 6, and 4 and 5 square off. And 3 and 4 being the home site for the opening rounds of sectional play. That would be deemed quarterfinals. Almost move there by Barney. Faked the passing off the ball and took it to the hoop. Marshall then gets the rebound as Barney missed. Ooh, well, full body contact there. Don't let Bernie. That's Kurt. Number 50 is Bernie. Beanie. 20 seconds left. 16 fouls. So I don't even know where the Bobcats sit. Seed-wise, McNeil kicks that off his foot. 19 seconds left. I know Ticonderoga's got like a 9-4 record or something going into today. Bobcats though in Tupper Lake, pretty close. Collins, the old underhand move again. The Braves there, he scores. Well, the Cats score just before the horn goes. That's Jesse DeBray putting the finishing touches on. It makes it a 55-41 final. Bobcats prevailing here on a Saturday afternoon basketball on Hometown Cable. Here they beat Lake Placid Blue Bombers. This has been Wild Bill Chase, bringing you the play-by-play, doing the camera work. Happy to do so. Take it easy out there on the roads. Things warm up and start to melt, and at night things cool down and gets a little slick. And remember, have a good day. Stay out of trouble. On one final note, the outside of the cookie is not what is important. Roll that around and think about it and get back to me. See ya, folks.